few days ago, I came across this particular video of a young lady by the name of Princess_Jasmine_3. And this particular lady was weighing in on passport bros. And for those of you who really want a clear definition of passport bros, these are largely African American men who have sort of given up on the dating opportunities in the West, given up altogether, and believing that they can find love overseas. Now, popular passport bro Austin Holloman has a video that I'm going to be recovering pretty soon called "I Don't Think I Can Wait." But back to this particular young lady. She has a video that I want to play right now. It's a lot of opinions about passport bros, especially in the black community. I'll play that video and then we'll come back and talk about it.
I have been in the wormhole, y'all, of the men who said they're going out of the country to find a wife. Number one, they act like we care. Number two, it shows that how they are mentally. They're no different than people who see black people as just being criminals or whatever, because most of the time that's what the media is showing you. So in their eyes, women don't want good men. We want, Pookie and Day Day. We want to be a baby mama. We're just having babies, by criminals or whatever, because that's what the media is showing them. I think that most of the men who are in that movement, they're not the desired type from women. Now, there's some women who would find them attractive physically. However, how they are mentally is the thing that is turning a lot of women off. Everybody has their type. I have my type. Those men have their type. I think the problem is that they're mad that nobody is choosing them. We're not choosing them. We're going after what and who we want, and they don't like that. I feel like, especially when you get to a certain age, especially like my age, I'm 40, I don't have kids. So automatically people would think that something's wrong with me. And especially if you are in your late 30s, 40s, with kids, they just tell you, just get what you can get. And because we're not choosing them, it makes them feel some type of way. And the thing about it with women, if you go and get you a wife from another country, you bring her back, please understand that her vendetta is to have a better life for herself. She's going to stay with you a couple of years, but please understand she probably got a man in that other country, and it's understood. Go to America, stay with this man as much as you can, divorce him, take him for all he has, and she'll go back to her country, and she'll go back to the man who she really wants.
So she said a few things. All right. Number one is that the media, is showing a negative light on American women or black women, just like, the media was showing you a negative experience of black people. So therefore, the stereotypes you have about blacks just come from the media. Now, we're not going to deny that social programming can occur, but we're going to be real. A lot of our experiences about black people come from interacting with black people ourselves. We know our communities, we know our churches, we know the people that we surround ourselves with, we know what happens when you loan people money, we know that people lie, We know some people have good properties about them, some bad proclivities about them, and we don't have to go out and look for TV to show out these negative aspects. We deal with it every day. In a similar fashion, black men are not looking at negative aspects of black women on social media and saying, well, you know what? This is the reason why I don't want to date black women. Black men in America, or American men in America, are using their own personal experiences to come to a realization that either A, I want to date black women in America, or B, I do not. All right. Now, she said also that a lot of black men are not the desired type, and so they are upset. I don't think anybody is going to agree with or disagree with that. Of course, I think many passport bros will tell you that, yes, in America, maybe they were not getting what they liked. Hint, because of whatever situation is, could be earnings, it could be personality. And she did say that some ladies could be attracted to what they look like, but when they open their mouth, it turns them off. That could be true, okay? That could be really true. But my question for her is this. If these guys were to turn women on and they would become desired, what then would these guys receive from said lady? Again, I'm going to ask the question. If these guys turned women on instead of off, what would be the result of that? And then here's a good idea or a good conversation to have. Most women under 40, especially in our community, have not been taught to see value in a mate, how to work with a mate, how to actually provide, the incentives for that man to want to be in the relationship. Even if she's turned on, that might mean that, okay, she's sexually attracted to you, but the things that you might need her to do to keep the relationship going, she doesn't understand the value. So still, even if she liked you, what would you get? That's what the guys are saying. Even if she liked you, what would you get? You don't come from the environment where you see families, where you see men leading. So you're still going to run into some kind of problems there. It requires for some men a whole lot of retraining. Just like if somebody were to go, let's say a man or woman will join the military. There's a certain level of training that, you need to do in order to reach that level of success. In a similar fashion, I think that's what a lot of guys are looking at. A lot of guys are looking at, okay, a lot of American women are it's going to require a lot of investment to bring this lady up to the standard where I might need her to be a wife. Whereas in countries that are foreign, she might be already on that standard because of what she's already seen. Okay. Now, she said that a lot of men are upset that women like her are not choosing them. Now, she did say that she's 40 and she has no kids, and so men are mad because women like her are not choosing them. I really don't believe that is the case with somebody that is around her age. But I honestly can say that, obviously, yes, there is some men that are upset that women are not choosing them regardless of the age. That probably could be true. But then the last part, which is a little disturbing, she said that for those of you men that are going overseas, going to get these women, they only want a better life for themselves. Okay. So we're acting like American women don't want a better life for herself. Any woman anywhere in the world wants a better life for herself. Every man wants a better life for her. So you're not saying anything that's not new. Like, no woman is getting with a man that she doesn't want to be with because she wants her life to suffer. Any woman getting married to a man would probably feel that her life is going to be better off if she marries him. Now, you also said that these women are going to just stay married for you for a few years and then go and back to their country and get a man that they really want and divorce you and stay for everything. Well, let's go back to the stereotype thing. What about the negative stereotypes of black people that you had a problem with? So why are you having that same proclivity towards foreign women? On one hand, you say that the media feeds negative stereotypes about black women or black people, like racism, and you don't like that because you feel like certain men do that. But then you turn back around and then you do the same thing and say that all of these foreign women will just use you for your money and then they're going to go back and get the same guy that they deserve. Are you saying that because you're biased? Is that why you're saying it? Because it doesn't make much sense. I think there are some women who can do that, and there are many cases of women who don't do that. I think it's a permanent interest thing. Just like you have some women in the black community who won't do that, there's some women who will also take you for your money. I think it just depends on the person. I think when we're doing stuff like that, we're not being intellectually honest, and then we're reaching. But I think she made some good points. Not everything that she said wasn't incorrect. I don't think that guys would be like, okay, listen, well, we're not being chosen, so that's why we're not passport bros. I think that's really what it is. Men are just saying, okay, my options are maybe a little bit limited here. I'm going to go where there are greener pastures. Anybody does that. Opportunities everywhere, right? It's not uncommon. It's a human thing. You go where you feel like you have the better opportunity. That's all men are doing. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.